Good morning and welcome to episode 1716 of Hard Factor. It is Thursday, May 22nd, 2025. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80% accuracy guaranteed on this podcast. Patreon.com/Hard Factor if you need more Hard Factor. Today, Wes is up first. Wes, what you got?
We're going to India. We are going. Will sent me a fantastic article about a roti dispute. If you're not up on Indian bread, roti is the other famous Indian bread. You might be more familiar with naan. Figured
garlic
naan. Familiar with naan. Yeah. But roti is for the purists. It's for the purists.
Naan. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. And then I got a little story about an Asian masseuse up top, maybe. Personal story. Nice. A little personal story. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Love that. Mark, you're on deck. What
I'm
you
going to
got?
take us to Japan to talk about a not very honorable Japanese man.
Oh, that's fantastic. Okay. Well, I mean, not that he's not honorable, but that we're going to Japan because we're going to spend some more time in Japan at the end. The innovation corner. You know, Japan is at least one of the 5 innovators.
They are good at innovating.
Probably top,
right?
huh?
Yeah.
I think they have the biggest percentage of the. I gotta say, I think that they're 2 of the 5. Well, they're tied with us, probably. But.
Some little tinkerers over there.
They are.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the innovation today, they're always tinkering, and their innovation is usually like pretty happy. You know, it's like it's not so terrifying when it comes out of Japan because it's usually like lighthearted and fun. And then there's one out of China that is going to terrify you.
What if we do it this way?
What if you could fuck it?
That's a lot of their emotions.
Right, that's good, but what if you could fuck it?
Yeah. I'll make a mother where you can fuck it.
Yeah. They live the life over there. They need to get the robot to hand them a Sapporo too, you know?
Yeah.
There
you go.
They know what they're doing.
Okay.
Sweet. Oh wait, real quick. Probably the best news of the year. The Tush Push is back. So you don't say we don't ever bring you good news because Tush Push is back.
Well, it's extremely polarizing news.
It's really good news. Unbiasedly, unabashedly good news. So that's great news for sports and
it's good news for centers.
It is.
It's
not
good news
their
for like 3 teams. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's great news. I'm already ready to celebrate another Super Bowl. Sorry, Packers. I think they drafted like 5 number 2 receivers to go with their 5 number 2 receivers, probably because they thought they had the votes. They tried to ban it. And I think a lot of owners told the Packers that they were going to ban it with them and then secretly told the coaching staff, the Packers are going to draft a bunch of puny receivers. We'll just run it up their fucking faces all year, and then turned on them. So tough news for the Packers. Good news for sports.
Yeah, I mean, that's questionably good news for sports.
Okay.
I don't know about you guys. I recently started watching the Full Speed NASCAR stuff on Netflix, the series where they follow the NASCAR Cup. Awesome, by the way. Better than the Formula 1 one but they have a move in NASCAR that they outlawed that it kind of reminds me of the Tush Push, where a guy can just ride the fucking wall,
shake and bake.
No, you ride the wall and just step on it, and that way you don't have to worry about turns, and you can just gun it at the end of a race. And some guy did it, he won a huge race, and then they outlawed it. But it's one of the coolest moves in sports is riding the wall.
Hell yeah.
The Tush Push is certainly, no one would describe it as one of the coolest moves in football.
Well, it's pretty cool.
But it's
pretty cool getting first downs.
It is clearly the most homosexual move in football, down to the name, the Tush Push. That's just the way it is with the Tush Push, but it's still here for now.
Nothing wrong with homosexuality or the Tush Push.
No, of course not.
Just great.
Of course not. It's just they love to put it on full display in Philly and touch each other's tushes and push them into the end zone. And used to be illegal. You know, used to be you couldn't block the runner, but now you can because of the Tush Push.
Well, it's gonna happen again a lot next year. a lot.
Yeah. I mean, Jalen Hurts, doesn't that hurt team chemistry a little bit when you have like a guy who doesn't need to do the tush push and he could just hand it off to the best running back in the league, but instead he's a worry.
No, Jalen Hurts has been pretty happy with his Super Bowl MVP and his media appearances. I think he's okay with it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he is. Yeah. I'm sure he is because Saquon gets him the ball at the one constantly, so he gets a lot of 1 yard touchdowns. I'm sure he's happy. Yeah, I'm sure he's very happy with it.
I think he is happy. Yeah,
he's got to be a happy guy.
I'd be happy.
Yeah,
everybody would, right?
I think so.
That's a pretty sweet situation for the tush push and Jalen Hurts.
Great situation.
Wow,
another year.
What a deserving
at least
guy.
One more year, Jalen.
Yeah.
Oh. Speaking of happy, I saw my Asian masseuse at the grocery store last night, which was
speaking of tush pushing,
which was hilarious.
Yeah.
I didn't think that she was allowed out. And I was very relieved when I saw her buying some food for herself at the local grocery store, and I was like, I called her by her name, and she didn't respond. The name
Destiny?
They told me. No. And listen, I don't do the happy endings. This is just my regular gal that I go to after weddings to get my back.
Hey, number 3.
I called her by her name and she didn't respond, and I was like, and then I second guessed myself. And I was like, am I just racist? Do I think that is my Asian masseuse and it's just a random Asian woman wearing the same leggings and looks a lot like her? And then I made sure I looked right at her and I waved, and then she smiled and was like, "Oh, it's you, fat man. Hello,
fat man who don't do happy ending."
Yeah. And I was like,
we don't know. You'd never.
I should have bought her groceries, but I didn't.
Did you look for a handler?
Well, then you'd have to take the happy ending next time.
Yeah.
Did you make sure to look for Did you make sure she didn't have a handler like an aisle over?
What an aisle over? Oh, a handler? Oh no, I didn't look. She looked to be pretty well alone. She could have run if she had the opportunity.
That's freedom right there.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, she was free. So I was very happy about that.
You're going to
Did you examine the stuff in her cart?
She was I noticed she was buying a lot of chicken. And at the massage parlor that I go to, right next to the bathroom,
only one girl allowed out at a time. That makes sense. They got to get all the chicken at once.
Right. The other ones are held hostage and probably told they
so she was good for long enough.
if she didn't come back. Yeah. But at the massage parlor, there's a little curtain that I know that is just an apartment, basically, or probably has a bunch of cots back there. And I'm scared to look because I don't want to see someone chained to a wall. Then I'll have to report it, and then I'll have to.
It's nothing but chicken and cots. Yeah.
So I'm really. Next time I think I'm going to peek behind the curtain, but I'm very scared at what I'm going to see back there.
You might get killed.
Yeah.
I'm
not trying to ruin it for myself. Yeah. Stay away from the curtain, but I know something's bad. I know there's a little apartment back there.
The curtain is curtains for everybody, you know. Yeah. I mean, it's just.
Yeah.
Well, if you look behind the curtain and then you continue to not get happy endings, that's not going to be good for you.
Right. Yeah.
I use Groupons. Full advantage. Right. If you take full advantage of the amenities, then you look behind the curtain. They're like, yeah, you know. But
it's $50 for an hour a massage, and I tip my girl $20 because it's I feel so bad.
That's a pretty good percentage, yeah.
Yeah, but I always use a Groupon, and they always have
pretty standard tip for a massage. Honestly, that's just an insane rate, $50.
It's a deal.
Yeah, it's so awesome, and she's great.
How many Groupon? When are they going to learn to take the Groupon down?
They don't care. It's a new one every time I'm on my way. I just go to Groupon. I'm like, yep, there it is. Wow. Apply the extra savings. It's $49.
The hand jobs have to be pretty cheap if the massages are $50.
I would imagine. Yeah. I don't want to find out if she's giving hand jobs. I would feel like she's like I don't want her hands on me if I find that out. So I'm just
how many clients have you had today?
I'm just playing
dumb. You don't want the Diddy treatment. You don't want the rub it on me.
Yeah. So anyway, thought that was pretty fun. It's like seeing your teacher outside of school. It's kind of weird, you know.
They call me Big Joe's is bringing up a good point. How the hell is Groupon still around? Is it because they can't take Groupons down because Groupon's out of business?
Wes keeps them in business.
Yeah,
I'm keeping this place in business.
It's impossible.
I've done the math in my head, and I have no idea how they remain with the amount of Groupons that they have out there, with where they're located and what the rent must cost. But again, they're probably sleeping there. So
yeah.
Anyway. Anyway, you guys want to go to India?
Yeah.
Okay.
They know about a
no
curtain or
cots in
two.
India. Yeah.
They know about a curtain or two.
Yeah.
Big curtain culture over there. And every great culture has its main bread, right? For example, if you go to a wedding in Texas, they're serving barbecue. You'll see a big stack of white bread or Texas toast.
Texas toast. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Mexicans have their tortillas. Ethiopians, shockingly, have the injera bread, which is like a sponge. I don't know if you ever had Ethiopian. It's like a spongy bread. You use it because they don't have utensils, and they use it as a utensil. It's kind of 2 for 1. The French have the baguette. The Jews have the challah. And Asian Indians have naan, and the lesser known to Americans, the roti. Okay. There's a few distinct differences I want to tell you guys about between roti and naan. As you can see, naan is predominantly what you see at when the guys are sweating profusely and slapping the bread inside of a clay oven, you know?
Yeah.
And they use the poles to get them out. It's made with egg, and roti is baked in an iron pan, not made with egg, so it's predominantly vegan. Which, you know, a lot of Indians are vegetarians, and so it's a vegan bread.
So roti is like a pita.
Yeah, I think closer to pita than naan. I don't think it's as delicious as naan either.
No egg.
The way it looks and the way you described it, that doesn't sound like it.
Yeah, I'll take a naan over a roti any day.
It's like corn versus flour tortillas we're talking here.
Yeah. And today's, I mean, some Indians will tear into a goat like a vampire. Others are vegetarian. Now, today's story centers around the sacred roti bread and what can happen when the traditions of roti ethics are forgotten. Okay, let's go to Amethi in Uttar Pradesh. As you guys know, Amethi is located in the north east of India, just under Nepal.
We were just talking about Amethi the other day.
Yeah,
on text. Yeah,
that's right. And Uttar Pradesh, it must be noted, is one of India's highest occurrence of honor killings, which we have discovered doing this show, largely go unreported and are settled inside the individual villages by men, mostly. Because they kill women.
It's a real issue over there.
Yeah, they kill a lot of women. So when you combine roti, a wedding, and a region known for honor killings, you have a recipe for some honor killings.
Right.
You know?
Well, where does the roti play into this?
Well, I'm going to get to the roti.
Well, it sounds like a woman grabbed a roti out of turn. Well,
no. Shockingly,
like in the buffet line?
Yeah.
You're close, Mark. I'll tell you about it. As told by eyewitnesses, the roti incident took place around 11:45 p.m. at a wedding, and you know how Indians get down. They are some of the most fun weddings you can go to as an Indian.
They can last up to a week.
They fucking party, yeah. And at that time, 17-year-old Ashish and 18-year-old Ravi were trying to get in the line for some roti, right? They're like, "Hey, I've been fucking partying. I need some bread. I need some roti." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you've had a few beverages by 11:45.
Had a few bag wines by then. And according to the Times of India, Ashish and Ravi got into an argument with the groom's cousin Rohit and some of his boys named Deepak, Shiva, Malik, and of course they were rolling deep with Sandeep.
The second group sounds a little tougher.
Yeah. Oh, they were. So the argument began as to whose turn it was when the fresh rotis came out and quickly escalated into threats. The argument became so heated that witnesses told police that the argument drowned out the festive wedding music in the background. Rohit was like, whoa, where do you think you're going? The roti line starts there. And then he pointed to a line that must have been 1,000 people long. And Ashish was like, roti looks more like naan to me. What kind of wedding is this anyway? You have to wait. No. You have to wait for roti? This place is a joke. Where I am from, the roti is plentiful and nobody has to wait like a pig waiting for slop. Like you are. You are a pig waiting for slop, aren't you, Roti?
Yeah, dude, he's giving it to Roti.
Yeah.
Dude, Roti, what does Roti have to say to that?
Those fighting words.
Rohit was pissed.
Yeah.
He felt he was disrespected and dishonored. So when Ashish and Ravi left the venue, with their boys, Surah and Satyam, on, of course, their motorbikes. They were followed by Rohit and his crew, armed with iron rods, lathes, which are basically long bamboo sticks, iron bound, and somehow hockey sticks. I guess there's a local hockey club in the rink in the town or something. Now by 1 a.m.
sounds like a Goodwill special or like Salvation Army type.
They literally had hockey sticks somehow. By 1 a.m.
they lot to, when they travel. I think.
What's that?
They probably don't win many away games.
No. In the Indian hockey team? Yeah, no.
Like,
how do they get ice? You know,
like Cool Runnings, except they're actually bad. Yeah.
Imagine if there was a rink in this town. It'd be incredible. Now, by 1 a.m., Rohit's group found the Roti rebels. Luckily for Surah and Satyam, they were able to scatter into the brush. But Ashish and Ravi weren't so lucky. And as reported by the Indian Times article by Pathakrit Chakraborty, the hockey stick and lathes wielding crew began beating the shit out of the boys. Their motorbikes, and left them bleeding and unconscious on the side of the road. And guess what? They killed them. They beat them to death. These teenagers,
an honor killing,
students,
over the bread,
an honor killing over the roti. You believe that?
Wow.
Yeah, that's some fucking serious shit.
I mean, yikes! You think at a wedding everyone would have cooler heads than to beat each other to death?
You think?
Yeah.
India seems fun. Doing this show has made me want to go to India less. I wanted to go more before.
Well, Indian people are fucking awesome, but I've never been to India. I've only hung out with them in America, and they're awesome. Right. It's just India's, there's a lot of people there. It's hot. Maybe the tensions are higher.
It's a different vibe.
Yeah.
I asked AI to make me some Indians. Oh, they were bred serious, says Jared Lindsay. Yeah, they were. Indians fighting over roti, and this is what they gave me. Pretty funny.
It looks pretty accurate.
A lot funnier than the actual story you just told.
Yeah, I know.
Well, true, but I mean, a murder over bread is so ridiculous.
I mean, I could see it over naan. I don't know if it's worth it over roti.
Yeah,
garlic naan.
I want to know what Ashish and Ravi actually said to Rohit to make him murderous. Must have been something awesome.
I don't think it takes much in India is the thing. That's what it strikes me as, like, if you offend somebody over there and
at a wedding, especially, like even if you're just a cousin, you feel like you're very important.
And they're into the caste system and everything. So if you say, I mean, it's a whole thing. It's
different religions in different regions, but it's like anywhere in the U.S. If you're going to be partying for a week straight, stuff might pop off. It's midnight, and like the wedding's usually like the last day of a week of events. They do the light thing. The whole town's like just partying all week, and then at the end of the week, if you're gonna pop off over some roti, you're gonna have to defend yourself.
But the honor killings and the lizard sex and the
I don't think everyone in India has lizard sex. Rapes. I think we've covered some Americans that have sex with dogs and stuff too. I don't think that's like a common theme.
Well, we've never covered any other country than India that had sex with the lizards. That was the only one.
I don't think that's a common thing, though.
That is true. That was quite a video, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Whoa, dude.
That was quite a video.
Just filing those monitor lizards.
It was insane. It was an insane video. Anyway, I bet if everyone took a minute over there at that roti argument, popped in a nice 100% pure, nicotine, always tobacco-free Lucy, cooler heads might have prevailed. These are my Lucy Breakers, 8 milligram mint. I love them. They are my favorite. They are nicotine pouches with an extra surprise. Each pouch holds a capsule. You break it with your teeth. It's like I do, and then open to release an extra flavor and hydration. Basically makes your breath smell great.
Those guys would have been best friends if one of the groups offered the other groups a Lucy.
Would you like a breaker?
Yeah.
You don't need roti.
Yeah.
You like this.
Lucy.
Yeah. That would have calmed things down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, 8 milligram is my go-to. I have a subscription. They deliver right straight to my door. Don't have to go to the store to buy lesser quality brands. Come in a nice little log of pleasure, and you can do the same thing. Go to level up your nicotine routine with Lucy. Go to lucy.co/hard factor. Use promo code hard factor to get 20% off your first order. Lucy has a 30-day refund policy, which you won't use if you change your mind. Again, that's lucy.co.co and use code hard factor, get 20% off. Here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
It is. And you got to get your pleasure log ready because you're going to have fresh breath.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. With my mint, always fresh. I got one in right now. Yeah, another thing that these guys at the wedding could have benefited from is our fantastic sponsors of today's show, BetterHelp, because yeah, I mean, if you're thinking about grabbing a stick and beating someone with it, you might want to talk to a therapist. They could help you through that. What is it that is getting you to the point of you said roti? Let's talk about it. Did your mom make roti? I don't know. I'm not a therapist, but they are at BetterHelp, and they're real good. And you don't need to be thinking about murder to take advantage of therapy. You can just be a normal person that wants to better themselves. Everyone has issues. Everyone can better themselves and be the best version of themselves and to work on things. With BetterHelp, it's so easy to do that. It's you don't have to get in the car. You don't have to drive to a therapist, wait in line, worry about who you're going to see a therapist, which, by the way, the stigma is ridiculous. Helping bettering yourself and your mental health is like the absolute best thing you can do to not cause issues with yourself and the people you love and strangers. So you could do that from the comfort of your own home with BetterHelp, and you can switch therapists for free at any time, and it's pretty important to do. So I would recommend it. It's Mental Health Awareness Month. This is the perfect month to do it. So we're all better with help. Visit betterhelp.com/hard factor to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/hard factor.
Amen.
For the best. Yeah.
And I've got a crazy story with a headline that sounds like it was written by Hard Factor Wes.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Love that.
It's Japan's agricultural minister resigns after publicly admitting that he's never bought rice. So another regional food story.
I mean, he doesn't like rice, or doesn't. I can't imagine he doesn't like rice, but he's
gotta love it. He's the prime minister.
The guy hasn't bought rice. This is embarrassing. What a dumb thing to say. It's like an Alabama man saying he hates both Bama and Auburn and thinks his sister's unattractive. It's like an Italian saying he doesn't like pasta and groping, or groping pasta.
That's right.
I mean, you can't disparage rice in Japan. It's just not. It's their national food.
Yeah, of course he resigned.
There's a hotel where the Panasonic guys who work at the Gigafactory, they're from Japan. They come over here to Reno to work. Where they stay, there's nothing but rice for breakfast. They eat rice for breakfast, bro.
Porridge.
That's how much they love rice.
So imagine how mad they were when their agricultural minister said he doesn't buy rice.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. It's like,
he's like, I don't get it. What is it? I don't get rice. What did he say?
What is the Irish minister going to say? He doesn't like drinking 30 beers a day and walking around the village naked?
Yeah. He should. I mean, if you're Irish, you should love Guinness. That's the law.
Yeah. Japan's former agricultural minister, this dummy here, Taku Ito, Taku Gobai, went on to say he's not a big fan of math. And he hates Yoshi because it's not clear enough that he's a dinosaur on account of him breathing fire and flying around like a, quote, stupid fucking dragon. So
he's just taking a piss on all of Japan's greatest creations.
Pretty much. The guy's pissing everyone off, Will. So he's out. Wow. He resigned. Oh, wait. The headline's clickbait. You were kind of onto it, guys. He did resign, and he did say that he has never bought rice. And that is why he resigned, admittedly, but it's not that he's not eaten rice. Every Japanese man eats rice at least 5 times a day. Yeah. He just literally has never paid for it because in his position as agricultural minister, people give it to him for free for kickbacks, which pissed off all of the poor people that have to pay for rice in Japan and caused him to have to resign because the guy basically admitted to having gold bars stuffed in his clothes.
Gold bags of rice.
Idiot.
He's just a moron.
Yeah, he's just a dummy. He just admitted to his crimes.
It's the most relatable thing you can possibly be say in Japan is, "Oh, how about that rice price?"
Right.
You know?
And he's like, wouldn't know.
Went to the store to get some rice, and they were out.
Well, no, I signed a few deals and got free rice. Yeah.
He skipped that day in politics class.
Yeah.
Where they was it George Bush Sr. that did that?
Yeah, it'd be like Congress admitting to profiting off of the stock market. I mean, it was honorable of him to both resign and to admit the perks of his job, so he'll be able to sleep easy now after paying for rice in the future. But I don't know. I mean, like a Japanese guy not eating rice, by the way, that's like a Polish guy liking escape rooms, or as we call them, rooms. Yeah. What is this escape room? It's just a room, dude.
Another death room.
Gotta leave the doors open in Poland.
My whole family has died in these.
I'd love to see a bunch of Polish guys in an escape room. Take forever.
They just start punching the walls.
Yeah, they'd fight their way out. Yeah, for sure. They're just taken out by hand.
Yeah. It's a key. I'll eat it. That's it. The Japanese agricultural minister admitted to all of his kickbacks, and they're like, "What?" And he was like, "Oh, fuck! I didn't say that out loud. I guess I'll resign."
What a moron!
Yeah.
I mean, it's just you never do that as a politician. You don't brag about the free shit you get, right? It's like kind of off-putting, right?
Right.
Also, kind of like technically, like you said, you're not supposed to be getting the free rice. So,
right, as the agricultural minister, don't brag about the agricultural benefits you get for free that aren't a part of your job, that in contract and salary.
I get so many illegal gifts. It's incredible.
The poor people give me so much of their rice that they couldn't sell.
Yeah, that's like Weinstein being like, "I get to fuck all of the women I cast in my movies."
Yeah,
didn't work out.
Yeah, no. And people don't want to know the ugly truth.
Yeah.
Do you have another one, Mark? Or?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Well, maybe later, but no, I'm done.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll be back to Japan soon, so don't you worry. But let's go over to the innovation corner where I've got some insane, mostly great, and one extremely terrifying innovations to tell you about today. And I'm going to do it from best to worst. So don't worry. We're very far away from the one that is guaranteed to make you think a little bit, but that's not right now. First up, UCLA scientists have discovered a new molecule called PP405 that can wake up dormant hair cells and spur natural hair regrowth for bald men. Whoa. Yeah, and women. And women, don't forget, everybody goes, everybody can go bald.
I feel so bad for bald guys, though, because I feel like every year there's this great fucking news about a new bald cure, and it never fucking happens. And they all get excited and they all just start getting cocky. And then another year rolls around and they're still bald.
How do you think cancer patients feel?
Yeah, it's exactly like that.
No, that's tough. It's tough, but stuff is getting better for both of those groups. Bald men, they today have Rogaine. They have like the little like stimulation therapy you can do with the needles and whatnot that actually does have some help. And you could go to Turkey too, right? Where they could just literally give you a new head of hair. So things are getting better for bald guys. And this is great news for bald dudes who don't want to go to Turkey because you apply this PP405 straight to your dome for 1 week. And it's so statistically effective that it's already been bought up by Google and other investors for $16 million. And PP405 is headed to the FDA for approval. So it takes a couple of years, but this one will be out on the market, assuming it passes FDA approval. And then
smell like, what's your head smell like?
Oh, it's got to smell horrible.
It's terrible. Yeah.
Turns your head radioactive.
You can't go near anyone for a week, but it's worth it. Yeah.
Oh, worth it once the hair's back. But that week is hell. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's got to be terrible. I mean, if Nair smells like it does, imagine what brings the hair back out of your head. It's got to be
so offensive it scares the hair out.
Yeah, you probably got to go to a room to get this thing applied to you. You can't like it, they may not even do it at your house. I don't know exactly how easy it is, but
it's probably not a take-home thing.
No,
I don't know.
Get it in your eyes. Don't touch your ween after you apply it. You know.
Don't handle the baby.
Yeah,
you got to be careful with PP405.
Hairy baby.
It's gonna grow. It's gonna grow your fucking hair back. That's
will
what
it
they
turn
say
you into like
UCLA.
a werewolf if you put it on your arms and back and shit? That'd be kind of funny.
Maybe, but it says wake up and regrow. I don't know. They should test that.
That would be a funny prank. Like you lose your fantasy league or something, and you have to put
you have to
put
fully haired
PP all over your body.
Yeah,
yeah,
that would be a good prank.
Arm hair,
full face. You have to do it on your on your cheeks and forehead. Yeah,
yeah.
That'd be fucking crazy. Yeah, well, it's coming. PP405. So get ready, bald guys. Hopefully you don't have to be bald forever. Not only hair. Scientists at the University of Osaka have discovered a protein called AP2A1 that they claim can be suppressed to actually reverse aging in human cells, aka could actually turn you young again. So the University of Osaka, they think that if they can suppress this protein AP2A1, they basically think it's like the light switch for your cells like beginning to grow old and die versus being young. And so they think they can basically just like extend your shit, extend all the cells in your body.
There's Japan, and they also already live forever in Japan. So not only are they innovative, but they live forever. I trust it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Okinawans are going to be living to like 500 with this.
You got any Polish in this innovation story?
No, dude. The Poles, they're not really innovating too much. I mean, at least not. I mean, hey, I've seen a few, but I'm not like they're not mainstays in the innovation corner. That's for sure.
Like, hey, we discovered the wheel.
Check this thing out, guys.
Check this thing out. You guys ever seen one of these?
It spins forever. Could you move it all the way down the road? Yeah, no, I haven't seen tons, but yeah, I mean, Witcher 3 is a hell of a game. Did you guys see that Disney and NVIDIA made a real life Star Wars droid that runs on NVIDIA AI chips?
No. What?
Yeah, check it out. You think that's a cartoon?
Nope. Hey, Blue. How are you doing? How do you like your new physics engine? You like it, huh? Yeah, I bet. I know. Tactile feedback, rigid body, soft body simulation, super real time. Can you imagine just now what you were looking at is complete real-time simulation?
Yeah, so that real-life Star Wars droid is running on NVIDIA chips, just walking around, and you can talk to it. It'll, he tells it to go stand over somewhere later in the speech. It goes stands where he tells it to.
And now we will bring out the version that you can fuck.
Right. Yeah, so that's the cute version, but the other one's coming later. That's how good robots are getting.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty fucking incredible. Back to Japan real quick for my personal favorite innovation of the week. Photographer Noriyuki Hayakawa captured a rare footage of a white killer whale, completely white, albino style killer whale off Japan's Hokkaido island. And so it's just one of the cooler fucking things I've seen in a while. That picture looks fake, right? It looks like an orca that's been fucking like changed, like they photoshopped it to look like it's highlighted like that.
Yeah.
But check it out. No, it's a real fucking orca. You can see it swimming with the other orcas. It's crazy. So like, yeah, it is. See the white one?
Yeah.
It's I guess it's super rare to have orca albinos. So one of the rarest like sightings that you'll ever see.
That's pretty cool.
It's albino orca.
White orca.
Yeah. Pretty sweet, right? It's got to be like a good sign, right? You see, I don't know. I mean, good or bad. It could be a bad omen too. I don't know.
I saw about albino elephant. Elephant was born this week too.
Is albinism a good? Is powder? Is that a sign of good times or a sign of bad times? 90s were okay, so I feel like albinism.
I feel like albinism is generally frowned upon.
Right. It's not. I don't think it's as bad as that. I don't think it's like an oarfish bad, but it's.
But as far as being an omen, like you sure, maybe people don't want to be albino themselves, but when there's a lot of albinos popping out, what does that mean for the world?
It's weird.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's good or bad. It's unique.
I bet the Indians have something to say about it. Native American.
Yeah, probably right, so. I'd like to hear their thoughts on it. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know if it's a good sign or a bad sign.
Yeah, what did they draw on the cave walls? Like when an albino popped out, good or bad?
I don't know.
Do pictures continue, or is that the last picture? You know,
this kind of question is what we need AI for.
How come the albino is always the very last picture?
We need a Native American on hand.
Yeah,
I'm going to ask Grok about that one tomorrow. I didn't have time before the show because I need some help dissecting albinism through the years.
Grok's having that white African, South African thing, so that might be a little bit biased. Maybe ask.
They debugged that they fired that dude. Like it was fixed immediately, basically. But yeah, the last and clearly worst, in my opinion, innovation of all today from China. And this one comes from an account on Instagram called futuretech.exe, which I thought was a hilarious name for a technology account. Here's the video. They explain it. Futuretech.exe explains it all.
This robot is powered by lab-grown human brain cells. Chinese researchers have developed this brain-on-chip technology called MetaBOC. Researchers say that their tiny lab-grown brain could learn tasks faster than current AI models. They say it uses much less energy than AI, which needs a lot of power and data to learn. These brain cells also show more, quote, intuition and creativity than AI, learning with fewer examples. Could this be because some aspect of the human spirit is locked in these brain cells? And is there any moral issue with using human brain cells and possibly the human soul to power robots to perform slave-like behavior?
What is my purpose?
You pass butter.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So that's what's happening there. That's happening. Researchers at the Tianjin University's Haihe Laboratory and the Southern University of Science and Technology over there in China created that robot variety where they lab grew human brains and then attached it.
They need to be shut down.
They're making slaves.
Attached it to the robot chip, and then made the human brains do all the robot work. AKA, they're growing fucking humans to feed to the machines. It's literally the start of the Matrix. Not only that, they had like an AI lab grown baby, I believe, somewhere else. Not just somewhere where it was legal.
This isn't satire. This place actually exists.
Yeah, dude. Allegedly.
What's the name of the place?
China.
The university, Tianjin University's HIHE Laboratory and the Southern University of Science and Technology in China. The robots are called MetaBOC, all one word, MetaBOC, and it is a brain on chip technology. So yeah, it's a thing. Now they're growing humans. They're going to grow humans to feed to the machines. You thought it was just in the Matrix.
Did they say they think that they might have a soul in these man-made brains? Is that
that was part of it?
Did I hear that correct?
Yeah, they mentioned that.
I mean, that's what futuretech.exe is suggesting. That's what he's saying. Maybe there's a soul in there. 21 ounces,
Organoid robots.
That's right. That's right. But now they're doing it with lab-grown brains. Yeah. Real quick in the live chat, Sabina, she says in Africa they believe albino people are possessed by the devil, so it could be a bad sign.
Yeah, they burn.
She also told me Sabina's over there in Europe. She's our Europe correspondent. She said I wouldn't joke about the Poles. Why? Because they wouldn't get it. No, I mean
they'll eventually hear it.
Our Polish friend was the smartest kid in our high school. He graduated with the highest GPA, but he was in America. He wasn't born in Poland. So clarify that.
True, and we made fun of his Polish roots constantly.
Right.
But he is very smart. Yeah. Shout out the Zakreskis, close friends of this podcast.
That's right.
But that's it. We got anything else, guys? So I just wanted to show you how the Matrix is coming.
I mentioned that the guy who fell in the Pittsburgh Pirates game, he's recovering, but they arrested his friend because that kid who fell over the balcony over the railing was like 20. He's a college student, 19 or 20, and his 22-year-old friend bought him 2 beers at the game, and they arrested his ass. And they went back and looked at all the footage, and they saw him handing him 2 beers from the beer line, and they're throwing the book at this 22-year-old because he bought his 20-year-old friend 2 beers, and so he's going to take the fall for the kid that took the fall. Fucked up.
That's fucked up, dude. Lesson learned out there. Don't fuck around.
Just keep on compounding the tragedy.
Yeah, they went through hours of footage and have timestamps of when this guy bought. It's literally 2 beers that they caught him with, and his girlfriend was like, "Yeah, he bought him 2 beers." And
but didn't he have 60 drinks?
They claim he didn't have any before, but I mean, 2 beers at the game. I know that. I mean, 116 countries
off a ledge
have the legal age at
18
or 19. We're one of 10 countries that has the legal age at 21. What do you expect? A college kid's not going to have a beer at the ballpark?
Yeah,
they're gonna throw this kid in jail for buying his friend a 24-ounce Miller Lite. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's nuts. Outlaw tailgates.
Yeah, not going to happen in the SEC. So don't worry about it if you live in the South, but Pennsylvania on notice. That's the show. Thanks for listening. Remember, go to patreon.com/hard factor. If you need more Hard Factor, join our community. It's great in there. You can join the Discord chat, get access to up to 3 weekly bonus podcasts. It's fantastic. Also support our sponsors. They're fantastic. Let them know we sent you, because that's how we keep the show growing. But most importantly, get out there and have yourselves a great fucking day.
The cream of the crop.